So I'm going to go kind of into the different aspects, starting with the physical development, because that's kind of where I started. Like I said, I had a gym. I was a trainer. I've ran certifications. I was the chief fitness officer of a company here in Austin called On It, one of Joe Rogan's companies. And I've been around a lot of this stuff. And the people I looked at, because I was never really impressed with bodybuilding and Arnold Schwarzenegger, big muscles. I thought it was so lame. And then when I learned more about it, and I tried to go or at least learn that route. And so I went with one trainer down to like Gold's Gym in Venice Beach. And I actually saw Lou Ferrigno at the gym. Like this is as legit bodybuilding you could get. And I was like, man, this is just an addiction for these people. Not that if you are a bodybuilder, it's I'm talking from a functional standpoint. If you love the aesthetic of bodybuilding or the challenge of sculpting your body into something that could be rated well, good for you. But it's more of a, I'd say, a sport than a fitness methodology. So just preface with that. But I checked it out. I found that it took way too much time. It took way too much work on your diet, and it wasn't functional enough because I saw, I worked with a lot of MMA fighters, and you see, you only take seeing a few bodybuilders getting their butt kicked by, 100-pound jiu-jitsu girl, to realize like, I think there's more functional ways to be. But for me, I saw that I went through all the methodologies, and I have done, some martial arts, and I found like, man, functional training is the best. And at the time when I got back in shape, and I was an athlete in high school, a little bit in college, and after that, I realized like I didn't actually know how to work out. I just was told to train, and so I was in shape. But once I realized I didn't know how to exercise, I had a friend who had started kettlebell training. This is in the, probably the mid early 2000s. And I was like, oh, cool. And so he taught me how to use kettlebells, and I got in shape again within like a month. I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I'm back in shape. I'm indestructible. I feel great. And it was all with kettlebells and like 20 minutes a day. And so that was my big, sell on physical fitness, where it was like, man, it doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a ton of backbreaking effort. You just need the right methodology and the right training, and you can get the job done. And so that became my focus when I got in the fitness industry.